show topics. You had to research the show topics, come up with talking points for your host. So it's not something that you just take a lackadaisical approach to. But if it's something that you really want to do, if you really want to be a reporter, if you really want to be on air, you really want to be a camera guy, then yeah, it's a program that'll at least give you the entry-level skills to help you get that first job in the business.
I'm Jonathan Hood, instructor at Illinois Center for Broadcasting at Lombard, and I suggest that you find out more today by going to the website beonair.com/Chicago Sports. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports. What's up? It's Jonathan Hood from Chicago's Game Night. You've heard me talk about the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard, but what do the students think?
My name's John Stevens. I am a promotion coordinator at ESPN. Everybody was helpful. Everyone cared. All the teachers at ICB were really there and passionate about their job and sharing their idea and their dream with you so you could achieve your goal.
At ICB in Lombard, you learn the tools that will help you get that first job in the business. Dozens of industry pros teach you how to be on air, produce shows behind the scenes, work digital equipment, and design web pages.
And it works around your time. It's very flexible, and they work with you at every hour and any day they possibly can.
Plus internships, career placement assistance, and a commitment to your success.
I'm living the dream, and I suggest that everyone who has a passion for radio or television or web design, ICB is definitely a place for them to go.
Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports to get started. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
Just being part of the ESPN team is special, and it's all because of ICB.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody, at SportsTownChicago.com. I'm Cody Grant, alongside me, John Stevens, and producer Ryan Fahey. We had Chaos went up 14-0 in that first half. They did have a couple turnovers after scoring their first touchdown, but they started picking things up. Their defense has been phenomenal. The Swarm have been hardly able to move the ball on their offensive end. They scored 42 points last week. They have nothing here after one half of football. So we have about 30 more minutes to go, exactly 30 more minutes to go of football. The Chaos again up 14-0. We are at Melrose Park, Illinois. This is Babe Serpico Field, and we are Sports Town Chicago, home of the Chicago Chaos, as we get ready to start the second half. And the Swarm,
they need to come out stronger than they did in the first half. That's all I know. They need to get a shutdown here, get the ball, and score, because that Chaos defense has smothered them so bad they haven't done anything.
They've been excellent, that's for sure. So getting ready to kick off are the Swarm, as back deep.
Juan Perez.
So the kick is a line drive into the end zone. Taken outside the end zone. Number 3 is Samar McFarland. Gets hit hard and goes down at about the 22, 23-yard line.
Javon Moulton with the tackle.
Jamar McFarland with the return.
First and 10 for the Chaos.
So Chaos come out. They have a first and 10 from their own 22, 23-yard line, I believe. Drops back, looks to the left.
This is a big stop. This is a big first drive in the second half for the Chaos here, because they can get momentum and start putting the foot on the throat and slowly taking time off the clock and running the score up, or the Swarm could really make a great defensive stand and maybe turn this whole game around and, you know, maybe get some points on the board. Like you said, they had a 42-0 win last week, and they're held scoreless in the first half. Is pretty incredible by this Chaos defense.
So the Chaos now come out. Anthony Iannotti out of the
Iannetti.
Iannotti out of the shotgun, wide receiver right. The handoff to the left, upfield now. Falling down is number 28 on the play, Nate Cameo. As he takes it forward. So second down now for the Chaos, as they are in a huddle now.
The chains are on our side of the field, so it's going to be tougher for us to get the exact down. I don't know why they switched them over. Yeah.
So the ball, though, at the 31-yard line. Just about a minute into the third quarter. Iannotti out of the gun, drops back, looks to the left, throws on a screen pass, dropped, and there's a flag on the field coming from the far judge.
Jonathan Harbin delivered a hit on that one. He wasn't fooled on the screen at all.
And I don't know if that might be on a defensive receiver. The Swarm players are pointing at the Chaos. The judge in the back made the call. So let's see. Because that might have been a hit to the defensive receiver as he was in the air.
We'll see what the penalty is. I have no idea what it is. Maybe a holding call. Oh,
it's going to go
chop
against
block.
the Chaos. Yeah, chop block. Okay.
Yeah, that's dangerous when you're a defensive lineman and you're engaged in a lockup at chest to chest, and then another blocker that comes down and takes your legs out. You're defenseless. That's how injuries happen. A lot of ACLs, MCLs get ruined. Careers get ruined.
So that's going to move them back 15 yards.
That's a personal foul penalty.
So it would be about 2nd and 20 for the Chaos on the personal foul.
That penalty was brought to you by the Midwest Minor League Association. Go to their website at Facebook at Midwest Minor League Association.
So the Chaos now in a tough position here, but we've seen them get out of that all game as they have 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Ayanati out of the gun. The snap, drops back, looks to his left, pump fakes, now back to his right, throws a deep pass right in front of us on the sideline, intended for Josh Hamilton on the right around the 45-yard line. Incomplete pass, so it brings us to a 3rd and 20 now.
Carlton Reynolds did not go for that pump fake whatsoever. He stayed with him all the way on that route and made that ball was overthrown. Good defensive play on the Swarm side of the ball there.
You stay with him the whole time, but if your Ayanati throw was a little bit outside, you want to try to put that in a position where possibly Josh Hampton can go up and make a play on the ball.
Yeah, either he goes up and makes the play or it goes out of bounds. It's a safe play, you know. There's no turnover risk. This is a big, I believe it's 3rd down.
3rd and 20.
Yeah, this is a huge play, defensive stand for the Swarm here. Don't let up that big play.
So Ayanati out of the shotgun, as he's been pretty much all game, like we said before. 4 wide receivers on the play, 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Ayanati drops back to pass, looks to his left, throws a bullet over the middle, caught and taken upfield, and I think that's going to be a 1st down as brought down. No, he had to go to the 42, right? Okay.
He's going to be about 5 yards, 6 yards short of the 1st down. It was a great crossing route where he made the pass. It was a bullet pass that went right through the hands of number 44, I believe. Todd Bland could have made a play on it. But good concentration on the tight end's part. And it's 4th and 3 now. We'll see what happens.
So it's Matthew Brockman making the catch. So we'll see what the Chaos do on this play on this 4th and 3. And it looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field, so they're going to go for this.
The clock is going. There's
a 12:05 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. As coming to the line is Anthony Ayanati, and a crucial play here for the Chaos. 4 wide receivers, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. In the backfield is number 28, Nate Cameo. Ayanati eyes the safety, snaps the ball, drops back, and he punts it, so it's a fake. And at a high punt, and it's going to bounce out of bounds at the 49 of the Chaos side as the Swarm will come out, coming up.
Yeah, that was a horrible punt. It was they tried to fake out the Swarm by showing that they were going to do a pass play, but they quick punt it, and it went off the side of his foot, and he probably only kicked it probably about 18 to 20 yards.
And I don't really like that decision by the Chaos. They've been dominating this game.
It's a great field position for the Swarm. Hopefully this Chaos defense can still do what they did in the first half. Now that the Swarm come out with a hurry-up offense, the Chaos are staying around looking lost. So they might get one here.
Swarm out of the gun. This is Perez. As he hands it off, and brought down in the backfield was number 25 of the Swarm, Artavius Nixon, as he got nowhere on that one.
Nick Olson was all over him. This defense, once again, is not falling for anything. They're very aggressive, and they know where the ball's at all times.
That's about a 2.5-yard loss, 2 maybe 3 yards loss. So it's going to be a 2nd and 13, excuse me, 2nd and 13 for the Swarm. And John, they've had nothing going on offense. Nixon is their best offensive player. He's a dynamic runner, can catch the balls out of the backfield, but he's been able to get nothing going against this Chaos defense.
Yeah, late in the 2nd quarter, Anthony Scott got injured, so Perez is coming in here new, so we'll see what happens.
So Juan Perez out of the gun, 2 wide receivers to the right on the top of the screen, 2 on the bottom of the screen, running back in the backfield. This is Nixon. The snap, drop back, looks to his left, now throws to his right, incomplete, short. And even if he made that catch, John, I think that would have went for a loss on the play. So it'll be a 3rd and 13 for the Swarm, as the Chaos defense has been dominating this entire game.
The Swarm right now looks confused. They don't know what they want to do on offense. They have substitutions running in and off the field. It looks very disorganized on that sideline right now. I'm surprised as they come out off a great defensive stand they just had to start the second half.
So Juan Perez comes out. We have trips right on the top of the screen, one receiver on the bottom, on the left. Perez out of the gun. Tavius Nixon in the backfield alongside with them. Chaos showing blitz. They drop back now in the throw. Perez over the middle, had an open man, just underthrew the throw. So we're going to be a 4th and 13 now for the Swarm. And John's getting to that point. I don't know if you go for it here, but you had nothing going on offense. Maybe try some trickery on the play.
It's funny you say that because if you think about it, this is probably the best field position they had all game. So I don't see why they would punt it because they haven't been on the Chaos side of the field all game, except for that one turnover, but that was caused by the defense. Their offense has been very unproductive. I'm very surprised, but that is also because Anthony Scott got injured. He's their #1 guy like we started this broadcast. He knows what he's doing with the offense. Everything goes around him.
Yeah, it's tough to bring a second-string quarterback in the middle of a game when you're already down. I believe they were down 7-0 at the time. Trevor Scott won Player of the Week last week, so he's a very good player, very productive for this team, and he adds that dynamic rushing ability. So the punt now, punting team unit is out, as Tyrone McGee takes the snap and almost blocked on the play by the Chaos. It's a pretty good punt out to the outside. It bounces and to pick up and fumbled and brought back down. That was on the play for the Chaos, number 15, Marvin Roan Jr., and that's going to be down at the 2.
And this change of field, the play comes from I Want Football 365. 365 days a year, we cover football all around the world. Visit us on Facebook for the perfect news feed. iwantfootball365.com.
And Marvin Roan, really a mental mistake there. When it's that deep, you do not want to go on the ball as the defender was right there. That could have cost him big as he looked like he bobbled the ball, almost fumbled it, and that could have been another 3rd turnover. Swarm had nothing on offense. That could have been a momentum killer, but nonetheless,
that would have been a crucial turnover.
The Chaos will have a 1st and 10 deep inside their 10-yard line, inside their 5 actually, around the 2-yard line. As Ayanati out of the gun, a 4 wide spread, drops back, hands it off to his running back, and he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Is there a group of tacklers for the Swarm all over him? Like their name, they swarmed it. There was nothing getting out of this one, huh?
That was an A+ joke there from John Stevens.
Got to have a little creativity on this broadcast here. We're not no John Madden and Pat Summerall, but we'll be there sooner or later.
We need some those yellow markers for John Madden to start circling stuff on the field.
We took the bus here, just like him. They come out on 2nd down on their own goal line.
So Ayanati, the shotgun, 4 wide receiver spread. He's got a running back, Nate Cameo, in the backfield, and he throws to the left, picked up, and down the sideline now. Good move out to the out-of-bounds line.
He jukes the defensive back for an extra 15 yards.
I'm trying to get a number. Was that Former on that play?
1st and 10 for the Chaos.
It leads to a 1st down. It was about a 15, 16-yard play. Gives them 1st and 10. The Swarm had these guys, too, around the pin on their goal line, and they let up a big play like that. This is what they needed to keep them in this game. If the Chaos keep continuing to do what they're going to do, it's going to be a runaway.
As we take a look at the replay, it was actually number 3, Shamar McFarland. I believe it was the 2nd catch of the game. So now 1st and 10, 3 wide receivers to the right as Ayanati drops back and he fakes the handoff. Now he scrambles to the left. He has some blockers on that. He throws it out of bounds. He had nowhere to go there. It was kind of a good idea of the Swarm. It did not confuse them as they were running towards Ayanati as he scrambled outside.
It looked like it was a busted down play. It looked like it was going somewhere in the beginning with the fake handoff play action, but as he pulled it up, it ended up going out to nothing, and instead of taking a loss, it was a smart play on Ayanati to throw the ball out of play. It brings up 3rd down. third down? Second down, I'm sorry, second down. And the ball's at the 15-yard line of the Chaos.
So we have a second and 10 here.
Under 8 minutes in the third quarter.
7:45 to go. Chaos up 14-0 here in the third quarter. As Ayanati out of the shotgun spread formation as there's a broken down play and Ayanati's sacked. I don't know if there was just miscommunication on that play. I thought he looked like he was going to hand it off, but Nate Cameo was not there for him.
Yeah, he was all over him on that play.
So it's going to be a 3rd and 13 now for the Chaos. They're leading 14-0 in the game.
Go ahead. That was probably their biggest defensive stop so far this play to bring it to a 3rd and long.
But remember, the last 3rd and 13 that Chaos did have, they were able to pick up that first down. So we'll see what the Swarm can do. They need a stop, though, with only 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Have to get something going as the Chaos come out of the shotgun. Spread formation, 4 wide receivers. Ayanati out of the gun, looks to run on the left as he scrambles, throws. The cross body is intercepted and makes a juke move now going, trips up and is brought down inside the 10-yard line of the Chaos. So big play there by the Swarm defense.
Artavius Nixon made a great catch, but he is down. He's grabbing his knee, he's injured. He's not looking like he's going anywhere. He's hopping off the field right now to continue the change of possession. However, he returned the ball all the way back to probably about the 4-yard line. What a great play. What a very bad read, Ayanati, for throwing the ball over the middle. He must have not have seen him because it looked like it was a pass right to him.
So we hope he was okay, but we're going to send it over to Steve Sufferton on the sideline for a sideline interview.
We're here with starting quarterback for the Southern Illinois Salukis, Mark Ayanati. He's also a product of the MSL from Schaumburg. Mark, how's it going today?
It's good. I just love being out here, watching my brother go out here and compete and hope for a Chaos win.
Absolutely. And is there anything that you can take away watching your brother?
Yeah, he's always been my biggest role model growing up and everything, and basically paved the way for my whole football career, playing in the backyard and just, learning from him, seeing him play. So, every time I'm out here, I'm learning something new from just seeing him play, and, I'm proud of him.
That's really, really awesome stuff. And I guess the next thing is, Michael Pruitt, guy that you threw to, he's now a Minnesota Viking. What's it got to be like to see a guy getting to the show, a dream that you've probably got too?
Yeah, it's just kind of cool that, everything happened with him and everything worked out the way it did. And, I got in touch with him, kind of asked him about the process and everything he went through. And it's something I'm really looking forward to. But, it definitely put a lot of eyes on Southern Illinois' program. And, we got a lot of faces to turn going into this season. And, we got a good shot to, make something happen.
Very good. And speaking of this season, you just named the starting quarterback. Congratulations. And I know that we're looking at Indiana to start. Big Ten team, big game. What are you guys looking for, not just out of that game, but for the season in general?
Well, I feel like the biggest thing, we made a lot of coaching changes, not the same coaches, but we got a new defense coordinator taking over. Offensively, we're going to a up-tempo, quick, no-huddle, fast-paced offense. And, none of that's on film. We got a lot of guys who are under the radar, who have playing experience but haven't started before. A lot of guys, young guys, who are going to be able to come and step up. We're a brand new team, and I think Indiana, we got a chance to go in there and do something big and start the season off on the right foot.
Let's see if you guys can go a little better than 6-6. Hopefully it happens, and we really appreciate your time today. Mark Ayanati, starting quarterback for the Southern Illinois Salukis. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thanks a lot,
guys,
Steve.
back to you.
Thanks a lot, Steve. As we head back to the game now, that was Mark Ayanati, Anthony Ayanati's younger brother, and he plays at Southern Illinois University as we have a flag on the field, and that looks like a false start on the Swarm as that will move them back 5 yards. And John, every time they catch a break, every time they force a turnover, it seems like their offense just shoots themselves in the foot.
Yeah, there's a lot of stupid penalties here. A lot of penalties that need to be fixed. Like we said, this is only the second game, so a lot of miscommunication going on amongst the linemen. But I'm sure this will be fixed as the games get played later in the season. But these are minor penalties that are definitely setting the Swarm back against an amazing Chaos defense that hasn't let up at pretty much anything. I don't know the statistics, but I don't think they've done really anything on offense at all.
I would not be surprised if they did not have positive yardage. And
there was another flag on the play. There's two flags. The first flag was for a false start. The second play was for unsportsmanlike conduct against the Swarm for a dead ball fall, for talking back to the Chaos or yelling at the refs or something. These guys just got to stop talking and just play some ball.
That's just not smart there. That's going to add another 15 yards to already the 5-yard false start because it was a dead ball call. So Swarm come back out, trips to the left, one wide receiver to the right. In for the game for the injured Scott is Perez. As out of the gun, he drops back, throws to the left on a screen pass, and brought down immediately at about the 30-yard line. And we have another flag on the field. That was number 80, Jockey Moten, making the play, and referees short this out as there was some chippiness going on between the two teams. And it's going to be a personal foul on the Chaos. And I'm trying to, it looks like it's on, maybe on number 89 on the play as he, 99.
It's either Adam Nelson or it's going to be Matthew Brockman.
Take a look at the play as, take a look at 99 on immediately top of the screen, and it was trying to see, well, nonetheless, it's a 15-yard penalty, so these Swarm get that 15 yards right back. And the Chaos let them in red zone territory again.
It's going to be 1st and 10.
So Swarm do set it down. So they have trips right, one wide receiver to the left, Perez out of the gun. He has running back number 26, Artavius Nixon, in the backfield as they are about to resume plays. The referees blow the whistle. Both teams set are ready to go.
The Chaos are in a 4-3.
Perez drops back, rolls out to his right. Getting pressured, he just throws one up, and great play there by the defenseman of the Chaos.
Nicholas White was right there in front of him to make him throw the ball early, and there's some more extracurricular activity with the Swarm and the Chaos at the point of where the throw was. These guys got to let these guys play ball and just stop talking.
These teams really got to cut this out. I mean, show some sportsmanship. It's still a game here. It's 14-0, but the Swarm, I think they're just getting a little bit frustrated.
There's another penalty on the field. There's another flag on the field, I apologize. There's 2 flags on the field, letting the refs sort them out. These referees, John Bosco, Tim Pendergast, John Ferlito, Ken Kessler, and Jim Kettleson have been very, very busy this afternoon, or evening here.
As now this is going to go against the Swarm. So we had a personal foul on the Swarm with 15 yards.
It was
Next play was personal foul on the Chaos with 15, and now this play a personal foul on the Swarm 15.
It was our quarterback, Perez, for unsportsmanlike after he got hit and released the ball. He didn't like being tackled.
Have you seen this many penalties in a row, 15 yards back and forth?
Sloppy play, 2nd game of the year. Hopefully they correct it.
So Perez now out of the shotgun. Got one receiver to the left. He's got a tight end on the right and 2 receivers to his right. Is running back in the backfield. Perez drops back to throw. Looks to the right. Throws deep. He has a man in the end zone and overthrows him. Good coverage on the play by number 2 of the Chaos.
Michael Valenti stood there and made the receiver do a move. The ball was horribly thrown.
As you take a look at it, receiver was open, but Perez just way overthrew that ball.
It seems like Valenti could have probably possibly intercepted that if he didn't just stand there.
Well, he had 12 last year. Maybe he feels a little jealous, but he doesn't want to get that many this year.
So we got the big-eyed Jamel Dudley hustling off the field over here. This Chaos defense has been unstoppable, and the Swarm shooting themselves in the foot with penalties doesn't help.
So Swarm now, it's 4:17 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
It's 3rd down.
3rd down and 25 for the Swarm. As Perez drops back, looks right, and he is brought down for a sack. And that's going to be a penalty by number 91, and you got to quit, knock this off.
No, it's not a penalty on number 91. It's a penalty on the Swarms. It's the quarterback again for personal foul. I'm pretty sure it's definitely the Swarm.
Let's see here. Offset or no?
Yep.
Oh, it will be, okay.
The Swarm, it's the quarterback again. That's his 3rd personal foul penalty on this drive. If I was the Swarm defense right now, I'd grab my quarterback, who's supposed to be a leader, and tell him to calm down because he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. He should be a leader, not a problem. As he gets together with the referee at the center of the field to continue to figure out why he keeps getting flagged.
So that's going to make this like make it about a 4th and 4. No, it'd be 3rd and 40 for the Swarm. 4th and 40, excuse me. So as the punt teams come out, And back to return the punt for the Chaos, as saw a little bit of visual there of Swarm players dancing, down 14-0.
I don't think their minds are in this game.
They are obviously not. So back to punt is Tyrone McGee.
The Chaos look like they're playing trickery here.
And in there, a high punt. Drops down at by the 22, bounces in, now gets a Chaos bounce back at the 22. So here in the third quarter, 3 minutes, 21 seconds to go, Chaos up 14-0.
And this possession for the Chaos, the second possession of the third quarter, is brought to you by Party Guard Chicago. Founder and partner, we are all inclusive tour operating company that promotes responsible entertainment. For all your transportation and event planning needs, go to partyguardchicago.com.
So again, this is sportstownchicago.com. We will be broadcasting every single Chicago Chaos home game. I am Cody Grant, alongside me, John Stevens, our producer, Ryan Fahey.
As the Swarm, as the team switched to put their offense and defense on the field, the whole Swarm defense is dancing to the music. It seems like they're so unfocused as the Chaos are huddled up, ready to go down the field 80 yards, hopefully, right?
I mean, you're down 14-0. You have to stay focused. As we look at the schedule moving forward, doesn't stay long there that long, but I mean, back to the Swarm, like you said, John, they're dancing on the field. They're down 14-0. Don't you want to win this game?
Doesn't make sense.
So the Chaos come out. Ayanadi out of the gun, hands it off to his running back, number 28, as he wrestled down Nate Cameo after a few yards on the play.
Yeah, the Swarm were led by Demaria Booth.
Sorry, John, here's the schedule now. So North Shore Express, they beat them last week, I believe 21-15. So next week, they have the Rock River Raptors. That'll be on the 29th. That will be here in Melrose Park, Illinois, another home game. So the Chicago Chaos looking to go in there with a 2-0 record after this game.
If it stays, if the Swarm keep playing like this,
well, I'll tell you what, the Swarm keeps
no-brainer.
dancing, and they want it. They look like they're better dancers than football players right now. Ryan Fahey looks like a pretty good dancer too.
No comment.
So the Chaos come back out. Two wide receivers to the right, one to the left. They pitch outside. Kind of moving forward there is, again, Nate Cameo, the running back, who's had a very good game today, John.
Chris Holoman was all over that one. He wasn't fooled on the pitch at all. It was kind of a sloppy toss. If the quarterback was looking for the defensive back to attack, he definitely didn't attack. He contained and he made the play.
Let's take a look at the replay. You see number 26 of the defensive Swarm just not focusing in on Nate Cameo of the Chaos and bringing him down pretty quickly. So a minute 56 and counting to go here in the third quarter. It'd be a 3rd and 10 for the Chicago Chaos. They are up 14-0.
The Swarm have been coming out of the same defensive formation, a 4-3 with 2 safeties and 2 defensive backs. Led in the middle by number 44.
And now the Chaos, the last 2 times they have 3 wide receivers instead of 4, and so the spread, the throw to the left, over the middle of the field, and he grabs and takes a hit and gets right back up and does a little shake and bake. Is Shamar McFarland.
Jonathan Harbin really laid a licking on him, and he held onto the ball. That was a very impressive catch because a lot of balls have been underthrown this game, and a lot of balls have been dropped by the receivers. So it goes to show that these receivers, one of them showed up to catch the ball and play today.
And he took a lick on that. We just saw on our broadcast there. But he got right back up. He's not scared of anybody. He's going right back at the defenseman.
Off of a bunch of errors on their last possession for the Swarm with all the stupid penalties, the Chaos get the ball back, and now they're driving down the field as they're 1st and 10 at their own 35. A lot of stupid plays are going to cost this Swarm if they don't fix it up.
So the Chaos now 3 wide receivers to the left as running back Nate Camaro runs out. The pitch.
Illegal motion.
Illegal motion, yeah, nice call. They did not have a receiver on the right side as he was moving forward as they snapped the football.
It's illegal motion, I believe. 2 guys moving at the same time. They had an empty backfield, the receiver, and as the running back was coming across, we're moving at the same, and that's what they're flagged for.
With Nate Cameo moving out to the wide, there was not the problem there, but he did not get set before receiver, I believe it was number...
Illegal shifting, illegal motion.
Yep. So, nonetheless, it'll be still 1st down. First and a few yards, 5-yard penalty, so it'll be 1st and 15 to the Chicago Chaos on their own 30-yard line. As they come up, get ready. We will resume play. As Ayanati out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to his left, also a tight end on the left side of the line, and the running back, Cameo, on the left side of Ayanati. He pump fakes, holds on to it, pressure, trying to get away, and throws it to number 88. I believe he was an ineligible receiver on that play.
The swarm defense, Ayanati had the defense up in the air on a pump fake, buy him some time, but that swarm, the other side of the ball continued to proceed, and they made a big defensive play there to make him throw the ball away. He was under a lot of pressure.
The Swarm defense has played all right in this game, as we're going to take a timeout, I believe, by the Swarm. 17 seconds ago. Now it's going to be the end of the quarter, so the clock runs out. So when we come back, we will start the fourth quarter. The Chaos up 14-0. SportsTownChicago.com. I'm Cody Grant with John Stevens, producer Ryan Fahey. We'll be back.
You love sports, you have drive and determination, but you need skills to work in sports broadcasting. Hey, this is Tom Waddle, and I'm here to tell you how to get those skills at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Get hands-on training for a career in radio, TV, or digital media. Learn to be a host, producer, or shoot and edit video. With internships, day and night classes, affordable tuition, and job placement assistance, you can start a new career in less than a year at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports to put the ball in play. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
Hey, it's Herb Lawrence. If you love sports and you want a career in broadcasting, then go to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Log on to beonair.com right now. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting trains you for careers in radio, TV, and online media. With internships, financial aid for those who qualify, job placement assistance, and day and night classes, you could start your new career in less than a year. Log on to beonair.com right now. Take it from me, Herb Lawrence. Check out the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
Welcome back, everybody, to Babe Serpico Field here in Melrose Park, Illinois. Game between the Chicago Chaos and the Zion Atomic Swarm. Chaos up 14-0. As we begin the fourth quarter, I am Cody Grant. Alongside me is John Stevens. Our producer is Ryan Fahey. So 3 quarters of football through, John, and I think both defenses have played pretty good. I think the low point has been the Swarm's offense. They move backwards more than they move forwards. And
well, frustration's settling in, especially with the stupid personal foul penalties. They
were 3 in a row,
yeah.
two on the Swarm, 1 on the Chaos, right in succession. As the Chaos now come out, they have 3 wide receivers set, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Ayanati moves in motion to the right. Now he throws back across his body over to number 3, making the catch, and he moves forward. We have another flag on the field, and as Ayanati is down and he is slow to get up, I believe he is okay.
It was a personal late hit foul. It's going to be on number 14 on the Swarm.
So that's going to be the 15-yard penalty.
Personal foul.
Roughing the passer.
Once again, a stupid play by the Swarm.
Well, these guys
no
are out
discipline.
They're out there dancing as the referees are throwing those flags. It doesn't look like they even want to be here right now. And it's
this penalty has been brought to you by the Iron Claw Tactical Design, superior firearms and accessories for American hunter, sportsman, and gun enthusiast.
And so that's going to bring the ball all the way to the 40 of the Chaos. And John, they are killing themselves with these penalties right now, these personal fouls.
Yes, it definitely gives the Chaos a great field position, and they don't need it when they're up by 14 points.
Not at all. So the Chaos come back out on the shotgun is Ayanati. 2 wide receivers to his left, 1 on the right, handoff up the middle. Some running room, spins forward, finally gets brought down as he's pushed back.
Yeah, the Swarm finally met up with him after he gained about 6 yards, and then he was driven back, but the forward momentum will keep him up there, so it'll be about 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4.
So we have a 37-yard line. So I believe they were at the 48, so about a 5-yard gain. So 2nd and 5 here. With just under 14 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Chaos up 14-0 as they break huddle and head to the line.
The Swarm are getting extra defenders in there, changing their defensive scheme.
They need to change something.
They're not dancing no more, Cody, I'll tell you that.
Realizing this game is coming to an end as the Chaos come out. 2 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right. The screen pass. Moves over, jukes back inside. Now a stiff arm to the right, and he's going to be close to a first down. as this Chaos team is still playing hard, up 14. That was Josh Hampton making the play. And the Swarm player is still talking.
Darius McKay airballed that tackle. Completely missed him. He got juked out of his own shoes.
And then look at this.
And then after the play, you got the Swarm guys talking smack. It's like, what are you doing?
You're down 14-0. There's no room to talk smack. You're getting your butts kicked out here. Just get back in the huddle, play some football, try to make some plays.
3rd down and 1.
As Anthony Iannotti out of the shotgun, one tight end in. He hands it off right at the middle, and power run there for about a gain of 8 or 9 by number 25, CJ Young.
The music that's been brought to you today between the first downs and at the touchdowns and then the halftime show has been by DJ V, Chicagoland DJ Service. You can contact him at 708-510-0622. That's 708-510-0622, DJ V.
So nearing just under 12 minutes and 25 seconds here in the fourth. Chaos still up 14-0, and they're just pounding the rock now, getting some time off the clock. Power as Iannotti heads to the line of scrimmage. He's out of the shotgun. We have one tight end on the right, 2 wide receivers, 1 to the left, running back in the backfield. And that's going to be flags everywhere, and I believe we're going to get a false start as the ref signals. And that's going to move the Chaos back 5 yards.
One thing I could take away from this game besides Chaos, great defense, and a lack of discipline on the Swarm side of the ball, is the referees have definitely had their work cut out for them today.
Well, they've been throwing a lot of flags. There's been a lot of flags on the field. I mean, I lost count how many penalties there have been.
I don't have enough fingers and toes. I might have to borrow a couple. Ryan, how about you over here, huh? I can't hear you.
So Chaos come back out. 2 wide receivers to the left. Now the wide receiver number 22 motioning to the right, Josh Hampton. Now he's in the backfield. So 2 men in the backfield. Fake handoff. The quarterback keeper on the left gets a block on the outside. Now stiff arm down inside the 30 is Anthony Iannotti.
Darius McKay on the tackle there. This time he didn't get juked out, and he actually made the play and held on. But the problem is he already gained 15 yards before it happened. The Swarm defense is starting to get a little drained as they're having their hands on their hips, you know, being out here the whole time, and as the clock continues to run in the 4th quarter here as we're live at Babes for Pico Field. But this Chaos offense is definitely bringing the power, and they know their strategy and their weakness, and they're taking it to them.
And if I just showed you the turnover march, you'd think the Swarm would be winning this game. But the Chaos have been doing a good job controlling the tempo, and it's been the Swarm's lack of discipline with all the personal fouls that keeping the Chaos in excellent field position as they snap the ball and hand it off up the middle, number 25. He has a power back as he rolls over defender CJ Young.
He's carrying about 3 or 4 Swarm defenders with him as he picks up another first down. And they seem to not have an answer to stop this running game the Chaos is continuing to bring on this drive.
As we take a look at that run, and Marshawn Lynch would have been proud of that beast mode.
That was a beast mode style run right there, and that just shows how tired this Atomic Swarm defense is, especially when they're not getting any help or any production from the offensive side of the ball as the Chaos come out of the huddle.
So Chaos come up to the line of scrimmage. 2 wide on the left, 1 on the right, tight end on the right, running back in the side as they move over. Number 22, Josh Hampton in the backfield. So 2 running backs in the backfield now. Hand off to Hampton as he cuts inside, now cuts outside, breaks the tackle, spins up middle, and he picks up a few yards. That should have gone for a loss at best for the Chaos. He was able to spin out of there and get a few yards.
Well, that was a good play on the Swarm's defense because it shows that they still have a little fight in them. Even though this music's playing, look at you don't see them dancing no more. They're sitting there focused. They need to get a stop here, and hopefully it can turn the game around. The Swarm defense has a powerful offense, but they need to do something here to stop and get the ball back in the possession of their offense, especially with J.J. Perez. As the Chaos come out of the huddle, they have 4 receivers, 3 receivers, a tight end to the right, halfback to the left of Iannotti.
So as Iannotti hands it off, up the middle, another run, and just powered through, legs turning, and it takes a whole swarm of Swarm defenders to finally push him back. That is CJ Young, and it's really been a 2-headed monster at running back here for the Chaos, with between Young now in the game after Jarrell Johnson.
It's like lightning and thunder.
Tennessee Titans running backs when they Chris Johnson and smash him.
What's his Leonard White?
Leonard White, yeah.
Not Leonard White. I forgot his name. He played for USC. Liddell White.
Liddell White. They didn't last very long,
I'll tell you this. The first Smash Brothers that were running backs was Rod Dane and Tiki Barber back in 2001.
With the Giants.
Yes. But as the Chaos come out of the huddle again in the shotgun position, as they got 3 receivers with a halfback standing to the left of Ionati.
So Ionati out of the gun. Chaos inside the 10-yard line of the Swarm, looking to score and put this game away. The snap and a handoff on the reverse to, I believe that was number 3 or 6. Number 6, so James Former. And that's the second time they ran that play to Former. Earlier in the game, I believe in the second quarter, they had a big gain over on the other side of the field.
What they do is they spread him all the way out to the right side of the field, and as they come to the line of scrimmage, he begins his run in motion, and the halfback goes to the right, and as he hands it off. There was a flag on the field, though, against the Chaos, so they're going to take it back 5 yards. They're going to redo first down.
So it'll still be a 1st and goal, but it's going to be outside the 10-yard line now.
That penalty was brought to us by Party Guard Chicago, funder and partner. We are all-inclusive operating company that promotes responsible entertainment. For all the transportation and event planning needs, go partyguardchicago.com.
So coming back in as the Chaos off that penalty. So they're back up of 5 yards. Ionati out of the shotgun now. Wide receiver to the right is Former, 2 to the left. Running back in the backfield, C.J. Young. Shotgun fake to C.J. Young. Now throws it to the right to Former in the end zone. He's up, and he comes down with it. Is he inbounds? And they're going to call it a touchdown.
Catch is good for a touchdown.
What a throw by Ionati, and what a catch by James Former.
Perfectly ran fade route, time and everything for the Ionati to step back and throw the ball with not being under pressure or attacked. Just great ball placement, great catch. Chaos offense, exactly what they needed to do. Take time off the clock, drive down the field, put 6 points, soon to be 7 on the board.
As we take a look at that highlight right there, Former just excellent eye control, excellent ball control to come down with that. As we take a look at one more time, the fake handoff, and Former just ran right by the corner on that play. Just too fast and too strong, and comes down with that as they get ready to attempt the point after.
It doesn't help either that the Swarm defense has been on the field the majority of the time, and when their offense is on the field, it's all because of penalties, and that sets them back. That touchdown was brought to you by Grit PSA. Your performance is worthy of more than a boil and bite. Grit Mouthguards is a custom mouthguard laboratory located in Melrose Park. Each of our mouthguards is carefully designed and handcrafted to our specifications. Visit us at gritmouthguards.com. Also, Iron Claw Tactical designs superior firearms and accessories for the American hunter, sportsman, and gun enthusiasts. If you are any or all of these, make sure Iron Claw Tactical is on your list of liked Facebook pages, or visit us at ironclawtactical.com. ironclawtactical.com.
As we get ready to kick off after that touchdown, the Chaos up 21-0. Again, this is SportsTownChicago.com coverage of the Chicago Chaos and the
Zion Atomic Swarm.
Swarm. A lot of names in that one.
It's a tongue twister.
It is. So
just
here in the fourth quarter, about halfway through, about 7:33 to go. And John, I'm so surprised. I can't believe this. You know, looking at last week, what the Swarm were able to do, scoring 42 points. Their offense does not look like a team that can score 42 points. Obviously, they lost their starting quarterback,
Definitely
Anthony Scott, which is going to hurt you. And I really hope he's okay.
Yeah, we hope that he's healthy and he can return next week. He's a great player, great athlete, and a big addition to this offense for the Swarm.
And that's going to be a touchback, first touchback we've seen of the day. A nice kick. And what the Swarm did, they had their deep man up a lot more. There's a flag on the play, though.
Come on.
Another flag. Come on, we want to get this game over. 21-0, 7:33 to go. Let's see what the flag is. So we check on the field. No signal yet from the officials as they huddle near the 10-yard line to discuss it.
We're waiting for the referees to come up with the decision to see what the foul was actually on.
And it's going to be on it's going to be on the Swarm.
And it's declined.
And decline penalty. So now the
Oh, it was unsportsmanlike. I'm sorry.
Another unsportsmanlike. Are you joking? Or are you serious?
No, unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike conduct again on the Swarm. Been a few too many of those.
Yeah. You know, we're here, and we like to see both teams do very well. We're not here to bring down anybody, but the Atomic Swarm offense has definitely lacked discipline in the second half and has cost their team dearly.
And look who's back in the game is Anthony Scott, and good to see him back. You never want to see a football injury. As Scott takes the handoff and a little miscommunication, he's running side to side, and he finally gets brought down.
The Chaos defense swarmed them everywhere. There was nowhere to go. They closed the outside lanes. They forced him back to the middle, and I think he gained about 2 or 3 yards at most. Maybe no gain.
I don't know, is this a wise decision to bring Scott back in the game this late?
If there's nothing here that happens on this drive, I suggest that you let him heal his ankle or his knee, whatever he hurt. He looks a little sore right now.
So as the Swarm come back out, it'll be a second down here from inside their own 10-yard line.
I got a confirmed injury on it. It wasn't his leg, it was his wrist. His right wrist was dislocated as the Perez comes back in as the quarterback.
And the handoff to the outside brought down behind the line by the Chaos defense. Chaos defense has been all over the field in this game.
Yeah, the Chaos defense has definitely stepped up their game here. Incredible. There's nowhere for them to go anywhere. They have no answers for this defensive scheme.
So it'll be a third down now. It's 6 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the game. Chicago Chaos up 21-0. Again, this is SportsTalkChicago.com. We're here in Melrose Park, Illinois. I am Cody Grant. Alongside me is John Stevens. As the Swarm come out of the shotgun, it's Juan Perez with 2 running backs in the backfield for extra protection on the blocks. 2 wide receivers, 1 on the left, 1 on the right. Out of the gun, hands it off. Up the middle and brought down for no gain is number 22 on the play, Terrence Anderson of the Swarm. So it'll be fourth down now.
It's 4th and long. 3 running plays in a row that went nowhere. Let's see what the Swarm do here. They can't, they're sending their punting unit out. They have no choice, really. You can't turn over the ball here this deep in your end of the area and expect any kind of positive note except for just frustration. This Swarm offense has been very, very unprogressive. What's the word I'm looking for there? You know, like they just haven't done anything efficient on the offense.
Yeah, like I said, I'm really surprised. I thought this was going to be a very close game after I did not watch the game last week of the Swarm, but I saw they put up 42 points. I'm telling you, maybe this team is clicking. They're much more disciplined when the stuff aren't going their way. And it happens with a lot of players to kind of get frustrated, and they put too many penalties today as they will send out the punting unit. So back to punt is number 8 on the Swarm, Tyrone McGee.
It's blocked.
It's blocked punt.
And it's recovered in the
Swarm, and he's going to take it up to the 20-yard line, and he fumbles out of bounds.
And it's a face mask.
There's a flag on the field, so that's going to be a face mask, you said, John, on the Chaos.
We'll see what happens here.
So that's going to, what a break for the Swarm.
Personal foul, face mask against the Chaos. Their one bad penalty of the game. And it gives life for the Swarm. This offense needed this. This is exactly the kind of break they needed, especially with all the lack of discipline earlier in the third quarter, fourth quarter, with all those personal foul, personal penalties like that. We'll see what happens here. This is a great break for the Swarm. The Chaos defense hasn't done anything wrong until that play. And you know what? It didn't even look like he grabbed his face mask as we sit here and look on the replay.
Yeah, it was a tough call there for the Chaos. But as we run under, still about some time left here in the fourth quarter.
About less than 5 minutes in the fourth quarter.
So Swarm will come out of the gun as Perez. He's got 2 running backs in the backfield, 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Perez out of the gun, waits for the snap. Drops back, fakes the handoff, looks to his left, throws deep. He has a man on the corner, takes the catch, takes a hit, and now he fumbles. And it looks like the Chaos have it. They recover.
I'm surprised they even gave him the catch.
and that's going to be number 13, DJ Reynolds. Made the catch, came down. I think he established position with 2 feet in, made a football move, so I believe that is the right no call on that, as we'll take a timeout here for the Chaos as they will come back and have possession. Already up 21-0.
It was a great play. What a great throw. He caught the ball. Too unfortunate that he just got hit so hard. He put the ball on the ground, and it was another turnover, costly turnover. The Chaos, all they have to do is come out here and just run the rest of the clock out, and hopefully they secure a 21-0 win.
Well, I think the 21-0 lead right now, under 4 minutes to go, is pretty safe. Especially the way the Chaos have been playing
on defense.
Exactly. I believe they're going to go in next week with a 2-0 record. Swarm will probably fall to 1-1 as we had this play out of shotgun. This Ayanati hands it off to right up the middle, and he breaks a few tackles, and that was about a 15-yard gain there for running back number 28, Nate Kameu, who did a lot of damage in the first half. And then came back with C.J. Young, but he has a very nice run there. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Chaos as they move the chains.
The Chaos are doing exactly what they did on the last drive with power in the football, running this clock, just taking some time off the clock, and you know what? Wearing down this defense. That seems to be out there the whole game in the second half. The Swarm offense hasn't really done anything except for the last penalty. This defense has to be exhausted.
So we're a 1st and 10 around the 32, 33-yard line as the Chaos come out. Out of the shotgun is Anthony Ayanati. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Drops back, throws to the left, and dropped. And we have not seen Shamar McFarland drop many passes.
And that drop pass brings us to Windy City Protection. Are you familiar with LifeLock? Are you familiar with LegalZoom? This is like both on steroids for less money. Visit us at WindyCityProtection.com.
So on that play, like I said, Shamar McFarland dropping the pass. We've seen him catch some make some very difficult plays today. That one right to him, just couldn't hang on.
He got excited. He took his eyes off the ball.
But why are the Chaos passing still right now?
There's 2 things. Either you could just practice because this is week 2, or because they believe that the Swarm might be able to put points up.
And there's a run right there, and another big-time run for Nate Kameu.
As the umpire went for the ride.
Yeah, he landed.
He's all right. He's up. He's healthy, laughing, shaking it off. What a big-time run for the Chaos as they get the ball inside the 23-yard line. As they keep running the ball, the Swarm have no answer. This is a great offensive strategy here by the head coach of the Chaos.
Well, they came out passing a lot with a lot of short throws. It wasn't really working, so making some adjustments. And the Chaos just in full control of this game. It's been their defense, but their offense moving the ball when they need to as they come out of the shotgun.
They got a 4-receiver spread with a halfback to the left.
Anthony Anati takes the handoff, drops back, throws to the outside, caught by number 6, breaks a tackle and pulls upfield, and finally wrestled down. That was James Former.
Eric Leto spun him around for a couple times before they bring him down to the ground after he gets about 3 yards before they see where they spot this ball.
So it'll be a 2nd and 7 now inside the 20. They're going to spot it, I believe.
At the 18-yard line.
18-yard line. So 2nd down 7. Chaos under 2 minutes in this game.
Just take time off the clock. This game's already in the bag.
21-0. Chaos in the lead. If you're just joining us, again, this is SportsTimeChicago.com. We are in Melrose Park, Illinois. I'm Cody Grant along with John Stevens, producer Ryan Fahey. 2nd and 7 here for the Chaos. Anthony Ayanati out of the shotgun. 4 wide receiver spread. In the backfield is running back number 22, Josh Hampton. I'm sorry, number 28, Nate Kameu, as he throws to the end zone, and it is caught, and I believe he got both feet down. That's going to be a touchdown, and they signal, and what a throw and what a catch. That was number 3, Shamar McFarland. I told you he's making the difficult catches. He dropped one the previous throw to him, but he finds that one as he loses the pad out of jersey. Take a look at the replay on this one, John.
Yeah, he did a great play action, and he just did, once again, he just threw it seemed like it was a fade route to the corner. Perfect position to get his feet in bounds. Makes the catch, gets a touchdown, and they get 6 more points on the board as they come out here to attempt the extra try. There's a couple guys forgot they scored. They're running out a little late here. There's less than 2 minutes in the fourth quarter with a 27, soon to be 28-point lead. What a great game by the Chaos as they finally got it together in the second half. The first half they were winning 14-0, but second half they look a lot more dominant. Their defense really shut down that offense, and they came together as a unit.
And Anthony Ionati has really been hot in the second half. Now he's thrown 2 interceptions in this game, but we're really seeing what he can do getting close to the end zone. He threw 40 touchdowns last year. He's off to a good start this year.
And that touchdown brings us to Midwest Minor League Association. Go to their Facebook page and click like. And another, Work Up Fitness is an indoor facility offering a unique approach to obstacle course training. Our services will accommodate the growing demand for this popular sport. Visit us at workupfitness.com.
So
the Chaos get ready to kick it off over here.
As they are up 28-0. And Sean, how dominant has this Chaos defense been?
This defense has been really good this second half. The whole game has been lights out, but it looks really good on video. But when you're here seeing what happened, a lot of mental penalties on the Swarm offense that consistently set them back. Every time they had any kind of production going or momentum, a personal foul or some kind of disliking would happen and they get a flag on it. It's just not good.
So kickoff is a low line drive, squib kick. Picked up.
Number 24, 34.
Out to the left. Finds a blocker. Down, gets about to the, close to the 30-yard line. Picked up.
Number 24, 34.
Out to the left. So we are winding down here at Melrose Park, Illinois. Minute 43 to go here in the fourth.
The Swarm.
And I'd like to thank the director, former Creighton star Peter Ferreri, also big Dolphins fan. Cameras, Tim Helms, Jimmy Adamek, and Rosa Manrique. Our producer, our big friendly producer, Ryan Fahey. Silent reporter, Steve Sufferdin. And the color commentator, John Stevens. And thanks a lot, John, for doing this game with me. I really appreciate it. You taught me a lot.
No problem, buddy. We're all learning here.
As a minute 43 to go, the Swarm out of the shotgun is Perez. 2 running backs in the backfield. Hands it off. Over to the left on the run. Close to the 35-yard line.
The clock continues to run. It was a draw play. Looked like it was stuffed by the Chaos defense. He busted it out to the left. Probably got about 2 or 3 yards.
So 2nd and 8 for the Swarm. A minute 20 to go as the clock winds down. Fourth quarter, again, Chaos up 28-0. So Swarm in the huddle as they break. Perez out of the shotgun. Two running backs in the backfield, wide receiver to the left, wide receiver to the right.
He's in a pistol formation with a fullback to the right of him and a tailback behind him. As he fakes the handoff to the fullback, he pitches it to the halfback where he has nowhere to go. As he swings it back left around, he's appointing blockers. He swings it back to his right again. He's making moves left and right. He does all that for probably about 5 yards. What a play. A lot of running left to right, trying to set up his blockers, but the time that he would set up a blocker, the Chaos defense was so on it. And once again, it brings me to, this Chaos defense leads me to another mouthguard tactical PSA. Your performance is worthy of more than a boil of a bite. Grit Mouthguards is a custom mouthguard laboratory located in Melrose Park. Each of our mouthguards are carefully designed and handcrafted to your specifications. Visit us at gritmouthguards.com.
So that'll do it for us. 2-1, see if they get the playoff. And that's going to do it. So 28-0. Chicago Chaos, full domination. Swarm scored 42 points last week, 0 this week. What did it for the Chaos? Obviously the defense was so dominating, John.
Yeah, the defense definitely are the stars of this show. I wouldn't give it to one individual. I'd say the whole defense everywhere. All 11 of these guys showed up to play. And, you know, the only thing that takes away from this game is don't get too excited because the Swarm did a lot of mental errors. And, you know, there's a lot of improvement on both sides of the ball since it's only week 2. But what a great, fantastic game as they get all together in the second half.
And I like what you said about that. I wouldn't give it to one individual. That defense swarming the ball carrier whenever They came up, seemed like there were 3 or 4 white jerseys at all times on any running play. They were smart, they were disciplined. Offense would run the ball very well. They had a two-headed monster with their 2 running backs, a lot of power, a lot of speed. So good game for the Chaos as they go to 2-0 on the season. This Swarm team will drop to 1-1. As we got one more week until the Swarm's 3rd game of the year. So we're gonna do it as we'll do it here for us at
as we were sitting here as they shake hands, what a great game here at Babe Serpico Field. The final score was 28-0. What a great defensive stance by the Chaos. The Swarm, you know, they had some production until the injury in the second happened to Anthony Scott on his wrist, with a dislocated wrist. When you lose a dynamic duo star like that with passing and rushing, you know, it makes Nixon do a little bit more. It takes them off of their offensive balance. And the Chaos capitalized on that and shut them down all over.
Yeah, to your point, Anthony Scott, like we said last year, this was a running team. They ran the ball more times than they passed it. And Anthony Scott, a player like that, a quarterback that has the legs, has the athleticism, get out of the pocket, and make some plays outside. They were able to not do any of that with them not on the field. And Chaos were going to take advantage of it.
Tell them to stop. Yeah. As the both teams come to the center of the field, they come here to do a prayer. What a great game, though. What a great game by the Chaos. These guys definitely improved from what they said that they didn't think they were going to do such great in the beginning. Their offense definitely put points on the board, and their defense did everything they needed to do and keep that 0 up there.
Yeah, and they had a slow start today. I believe they scored 7 after the first quarter, another 7 in the second quarter, and then that offense in the fourth really came alive with the running game. And I think to your point, the Swarm's defense was on the field way too long.
They probably were on the field for out of the 60 minutes. They're probably on the field for at least 40 of the minutes, probably more than that. And you know, like we said, you know, it's week 2. A lot of frustration settling in. One of the first nice days it's been in Chicago in a long time. The sun's out. You know, little things just upset you and bother you, but you can't take stupid penalties. And stupid penalties is definitely what set this game different in the third quarter. With 4 or 5 personal foul penalties, that's uncalled for. You can't do that. And the Chaos capitalized on it.
Yep, and
plain and simple.
3 in a row at that one point. And Chaos, they did everything they needed to do in this game. 28-0, like we said, as the players break from the middle of the field.
That's a good sportsmanship where they all come together at the end and, you know, leave their fight on the field and go off and do what they got to do. As we're looking at these replays on the field right now, you can see that the Chaos, with these play-action pass, get 7 points in the corner. What a great catch.
And that was a touchdown right in the fourth.
Yeah, Shamar McFarland kept his
3.
feet in, his hands, eyes, everything. And like we've been saying the whole game, and we've repeated ourselves many times, Anthony Ionati has played a terrific second half. He got his offense all together. That run and bang offense was great. That tough run definitely took the energy out of the Swarm defense, and it was just great. And if they continue to bring this each week, they're going to be unstoppable and possibly win their 4th championship in 4 years.
Should be a fun season to watch. And I'd like to say thanks again to our director, Peter Ferrari, the cameraman, Tim Helms, Jimmy Adamek, and Rosa Enrique, our producer, Ryan Fahey, our Southern reporter, Steve Sufferdin, our color commentator, John Stevens. Thanks a lot, and we're gonna head over to the field. We have a interview for Steve Sufferdin. Take it away, Steve.
We're here with Anthony Ionati, quarterback for the Chicago Chaos. Anthony, the Swarm come off a 42-point win, or a game where they scored 42 points. You blank them here tonight. How does that make you guys feel?
Honestly, you know, going back to last season, the heart of our team has been our defense, you know, especially transition to 11-man game. The offense is going to have a little bit more of a learning curve. Defense comes out, you know, they hold them to 0 points, gives us great field position all night. That's going to help our offense mature and, you know, get the yards and make the plays that we need to, but also learn and move forward. So it was a real big effort by all of them tonight. I'm super proud, and yeah, just moving forward, that's what we need every single night.
Absolutely. And although You made a couple mistakes. You had a couple interceptions. You also did throw a couple touchdown passes, and you guys looked good as an offense. What does that mean, being able to overcome a couple of turnovers in a game?
Well, just as a quarterback, you know, you always got to have a short memory. Can't let any play, anything dictate the game. You got to erase from your memory and move forward with the next series, make the adjustments, and you know that's what being a leader. That's what my job is for this team. Is they see me holding my head down, everyone else is going to get down. I got to pick it up. I got to pick my game up. They were simple mistakes, you know, simple breakdowns. We're going to get it fixed. We'll get it fixed. And like I said, it's a learning curve. We're not even close to our potential yet. You know, we have all the weapons, but you know, it's a change. It's change to 11 man, and we gotta keep practicing, keep working, keep pushing. We're not gonna get there without the work, but I can see it. I can see where this team's gonna go, and it's places. Let me tell you.
Someone I know who is a very huge fan of yours and someone who's been watching you tonight is your brother Mark. Yeah. I had a chance to talk to him a little earlier in the game. He's really proud of you. He's a huge fan of yours. He said that growing up with you, it's been something that has helped him along. What do you see in him that maybe you saw in yourself growing up that has helped him be where he is out at Southern Illinois?
Honestly, it's just the work ethic. It's the mentality. You know, growing up, we were always pushed by our father, by our mother, by our coaches. We always had the best coaching staff, and that work ethic was instilled in us from the beginning. And you know, getting out there early, putting that hours in the film room, in the weight room, all the intangibles off the field that helps put everything together. That's what makes a special player. And you know, he's right there with me. I've brought him along and taught him as much as I can, and now he's building on it, and I'm so proud of him to see where he's going. You know, potential NFL player next year at this time. So, you know, I wish him the best, and go get him, man.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much to Mark. Wow. Mark and Anthony. We had Mark on earlier. We've got Anthony right here with us, taking the time to talk to us here on SportsTownChicago.com. Really appreciate it, and go get him next week.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Guys, get back to you.
Thanks a lot, Steve. Again, that was Anthony Ionati, quarterback for the Chicago Chaos, who had an excellent game. We're going to wrap it up here. Again, I'm Cody Grant with John Stevens and our producer Ryan Fahey. We'll be back next week. Have a good night. SportsTownChicago.com.